Hey guys, this is kind of the part two to dive turning, and I'm going to show you how to jump out of the water, different strategies of doing that. Let's get into it. Alright, the first strategy that I'll be showing you is whirlpooling. So what the whirlpool is basically you have your arms stretched out and you turn them to the side at a 45-degree angle, and you just turn your body in real life to the direction of your palms. You can see I'm going that way, and that makes me go up, and then if I were to take this and just flip them, I can turn right and go down. So that's basically the movement that you do. The only difference is instead of having your arms here, you have them out here, which allows you to spin a little easier so you're not, off balanced. And for me, it just keeps me really steady when I'm doing it. So you actually don't need to spin as fast as many people think and as many times as people think. Usually when they see me do it, they think I'm spinning like 3 or 4 times. I'm actually only spinning once. So if you're able to just spin where you're standing at one time, then you should be able to do this. So all you're doing is a little hit. You put your arms kind of here-ish. You see how they're not already like this? This is on purpose. So you have your arms here. You bring them out. So you kind of just bring this one, you leave this one there. So up, bring it out. Then you spin with your arms like this. And then once you get to right about here in the water, you should be about to clear this. You bring this one down and you should hit the top of the water, kind of like that. It's not a direct smack, but it's kind of like a swoosh, and you'll hit the top. Like that. It is kind of hard to do all at once, and you might actually go a little too high, and you won't be able to switch time, but it takes some getting used to. And make sure your hands are always like this. You might have to look over and make sure they're both perfectly like that, because any orientation that's not that will make you go a little slower. So make sure 45 degrees. You get that little push off, bring it over, swoosh. And I was able to do this twice. I mean, I'm showing you now how to do it like with one rotation, but if you go deeper, you are able to do 2 rotations. And you can go a lot higher with that. I was actually able to go from here and make it all the way up to zipline with 2. But you do be careful, because last time I tried that, I actually just fell. So yeah. Alright, that's going to be Whirlpool. Let's move on to the next thing. Alright, this kind of ties back to dive turning. And really you can do any swim. I prefer if you guys do the Pendulum swim. I'll link it there because it is one of the fastest swims you can do, unless you know something. If you can go decently quick, maybe even like this speed here with your swim, then you should be able to make it up there. You don't actually have to go tremendously fast. And I can show you that by doing it over here. It's good to have this whole long way to build up speed. Pretty sure just from being under the boat right here, I can make it. Yep, there we go. But you actually don't need to be moving that quickly to make it up. It's all about the dive turning and hitting at the right time. So let's get into it. Firstly, you do whatever swim you want to do. So you're coming down here. You want to start a little low so that you have time to dive turn. And you're going to be right about here. You stick your arm up. You keep going with your right hand. And this is where things get important. So while you're moving your hand up, you want to point at the zip line so that you actually hit it. And then with this hand, if you're doing my swim, you want to, instead of going like this, start going this way, so you're going up. You can see it like that. If you're doing another swim, instead of pushing forward, start pushing up, just like that. So I'm moving while I'm going up. My hand changes slowly like that. And then once you get about right here-ish for my swim, You want to bring both your arms up. So right here you can stop the dive, the dive turn. You want to be completely going up though. So right about here you can stop the dive turn and just sweep your arms, just like we learned in the other video. So that's kind of the basics of it. Now there is something that you might need to practice, and that is getting your dive turn to be straight up. Because even if you're going a little bit forward, you're losing a lot of vertical height. So maybe even try practicing just being able to go straight up. Or even back. Back's even better. Well, don't go too far back, but you want to be going straight up. And you can practice this at the height that you would perform it, but I would say even try at a shallow depth so you're used to that quick up. So quickly going vertical. That'll be important, as if you don't get that height, you're not going to be making it, and if you go forward at all, you probably won't make it unless you're going very, very fast. So I'm going to show you again, this time in real speed. So start gaining speed, arm out, and I missed. Let me try that again. You can see I went a little forward there, and I didn't really angle myself up, so I didn't get that height that I needed. Let's try it again. Going down. This time, angled up a lot better. You can see I made it up. I could have pointed at the zip line a little bit better there. Let me go ahead and show you the other method if you're doing a different kind of swim. Usually, I think most people, they do this kind of swim, so I'll show it how to do for that. And unless your swim's similar to mine, then you probably will be using this strategy. So you gain speed. You want to start low again like normal. And you don't want to be too low. You want to really get good at going up quickly, because you want to be gaining speed for as long as you can. So you really want to be right about here. And you want to use both arms and slowly look up and smack the water. This time it isn't a swoop or anything like that. This is a big smack. You can see how I go a little higher with it. And the reason I do the swoosh for mine instead of a smack is the smack is a lot harder to time. And if you're doing my swim, you should be able to get up there relatively easily. So a smack would be kind of making it a little more difficult. But with this swim, you're not getting as much speed, so you really need to go for the smack. So let's see if I can do it here. See if I can time it. I haven't done it in a while. Oh, I got close. You see, I probably could have gone a little more vertical there. Let me give it another try. And guys, I am not the best at this swim method. I've seen a lot of people better. I actually haven't done it in probably like 3, 4, 5 months. Ever since I found my swim, I don't really use this method anymore. Oh, just barely missed. I'm getting a little tired, so you guys can see it's very doable though. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna be making some more videos, hopefully on time this time. I'm hoping to make one every day, at least for this week, maybe, possibly. So please stay tuned for that. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more stuff. I think soon I'll show how to do the torpedo, and then maybe even some of my routes that I do, because some people had questions about that. So thank you all so much for watching. Peace.